I don't even know if you meant that much. The way you left me down in the rut. At least that's a lie I've been telling myself.
You're listening to WeP3 Radio.
I can give up, I think I
Power
already
Radio
did.
Network.
Like
You're
wise man
playing
said, it ain't
Jack
no way
Yoder.
to live. But I
Better
don't know.
version of you.
Maybe I'll be fine with you gone. Lord knows you done me wrong.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it. You got it.
Good afternoon, Patriot Nation. Mark Peterson with the People's Patriot Project, and we are here on this Monday, September 16th, and it's Monday, September 16th, and we're here to share the mission of the People's Patriot Project. The WeP3 Team is out doing what they need to do and what they do best, and that's serving their community. Jonathan is out doing his thing, just doing his job, man. That's what happens. Andrea is helping, not really volunteering, but she's doing her coaching thing, getting it done. And Miss Kimmer is she's going to take a little break, take a little moment, doing what she needs to do to get herself back on track to be healthy, ready to roll, get it done. And so it is all good in the hood, and we are here today on Monday. We do the WeP3 Debrief for the sake of telling people what the People's Patriot Project is getting done. There's a lot of platforms. There's a lot of things that we're working on. Our flagship mission has never come to its fruition just because of the amount of financing and resources it takes to get it done. But we're not giving up on that. We're making sure that we are the one-stop shop to come and get the resources you need as a veteran and first responder to help accommodate you, yourself personally, and your family, the glue that holds us all together. We appreciate all of you. If you don't know and get to see the shows that we do on Sunday, we bring a veteran or first responder organization influencer onto our show to share what their mission is. We've been doing this for roughly 4 years. And even though this is our 400th episode of our podcast slash live stream, our We Got Your 6 at 6 on Sundays is in episode 217 right now. And we have been working for many years to put together a network of veteran and first responder supporting organizations. And we get to have daily conversations with organizations from across the country that are accommodating the needs that veterans and first responders may have post-enlistment. We do take care of those that are enlisted and on duty now, and we look to take care of the families that are taking care of those men and women as well. Mr. Jeremy Daniels, it's good to see you, brother. Regular here on the spot in the place doing his thing. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming here, and thanks for being part of our life, brother. Amazing story with that young man and what he's been through and what he's trying to accomplish and get done. And again, a little bit different doing this solo because normally I have someone that I can bounce thoughts, ideas, opinions, all those pieces off each other. One of the things that we want to make sure that we address is we openly know that we're not going to save everybody. We openly have these conversations and we step out taking a risk knowing that our hearts are going to be broken at any given moment because our brothers and sisters who can't find that way to the space, to the mind. And here's the deal. We can get into the conversation about suicide. We can get into the conversation about whether it should be. It's not a legality because people decide and do follow through. It's not my place personally to say that it's right or wrong for anybody. What I do want to believe, and this is my opinion, and no one else has to carry this. My opinion is I would rather have you on this earth and in this world tomorrow than not. And that's my truth. I know that men and women who make that decision, it is not necessarily a selfish decision. It's a moment decision. And sometimes it's a contemplated decision for a long period of time. Sometimes it's a spur of the moment decision. And again, I don't get to define those. I don't get to say this is right, this is wrong, this is why not, I don't get to say that. I get to say selfishly, as I stand here on earth, I would rather have people not do that. That's what I get to say. With that said, if there's ever a time where you're questioning, thinking, or want to, give us a chance to have that conversation. Give us a chance to be part of each other's life. And if you know people that I am willing to make that phone call, I am willing to make that text message, I'm willing to have that conversation with anybody. And at the end of the day, it's the people on the other side of this that get to make that decision. And so that's on them. And so last night's show, every Sunday we come on and put on an episode of We Got Your 6 at 6. It used to be called Patriot Playtime. It is a show that we actually 100% give full access to another organization. They get to come on, they get to share their mission, they get to share their purpose, they get to share all the pieces, and they get to promote who they want to promote. We do that free. It doesn't cost anyone anything to do that. It allows us to build our network and to build our relationships so that when we have other people that are struggling that reach out to us and we're not in that space, we can reach out to these organizations and say, hey, we got someone in your space. Andrea does such an amazing job because I am off script and I'm going straight to the show. But I want to let people know that we've got amazing supports for the People's Patriot Project, and they come in as sponsors and they are mentioned in our newsletters. And I wish we had people that could help us with our website, because that's like our redheaded stepchild. We are here to let you know what we're doing. This week, our show was sponsored by Smart Living, presented to us by Brian Kinzer and Andrew Ackman. We also appreciate those others who are sponsoring our newsletter, Catch 22, the Boho Hobos Hideaway, which is Airbnb down in Texas, Contagion Effect, and Operation Texas Strong. We've also been blessed by our amazing counterpart who comes on our show regularly, Miss Kimmer Gwinner. This is Suicide Awareness Month, and we need to be aware there is no one answer, no one foolproof therapy or counseling method that will keep this from happening. And it will take all of us, and we will all need to be part of this together to help keep this demon at bay. Those are the words of Miss Eichmann. She does an amazing job. If you missed last night's episode, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. Please go there and subscribe. You can check it out also on Reads Across America. They broadcast our show every Sunday, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can find it on Reads Across America Radio and the iHeartRadio app and the Audacity app with the TuneIn app as well. Just search the word Wreath and you will also find the People's Patriot Project. We're excited to hear and be part of some new relationships with Reads Across America, and you will see that coming here in the near future. Again, we know why we get to do this. Thank you to the service members and the first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and life to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do what we do daily, lay our big fat heads on the pillows of freedom. You know what? Some of us have strapped on the boots and been part of that. We thank you for your service. Now it's time for we the people, those people that get to benefit from those lives, liberties, and freedoms, and jump on board and help take care of the men and women that might struggle with the amount of PTSD that happens with our police officers and our EMS. They are literally working to save your tail. And they get to see this stuff on the daily, and no one stops to think about that. The biggest concern I've seen, and I've been on the other end of this, is why are they not here faster? Why are they not here immediately? And you know what? A lot of these people are volunteers, and that's a conversation. You need to have it. It's real. Last night's guest on We Got Your Six at 6, we had Deke Letson. And I'm telling you what, man, I cannot keep up with this guy's energy. And it is an exciting mission out in Colorado. His mission is Veteran Exploration Therapy. The guy doesn't slow down. He doesn't stop. And you know what? Listen to the narrative of his story. He's been through some stuff. He openly states that he was part of the problem. And he openly states he went to find the resources. And he openly states that those resources weren't necessarily there at his hand, available for him when he needed it, how he wanted it. But he found the help. It wasn't necessarily the help he was looking for. And because of that, he was able to put some pieces into place. And then he created Veterans Exploration Therapy. And we put his links and all of his stuff up online right now. And go check him out if you're in Colorado. it is an open opportunity to network with things like mountain climbing, biking, swimming, canoeing, and kayaking. And again, I personally believe in just the general building of relationships is therapeutic, and that's what he's doing. He's getting that done out there. Jonathan was on fire last night with the music. He had some great stuff. He does such a good job listening to the message of what's going on in there and deciphering what music fits into the space of the conversation. One great song from one of our great brothers, John Hensley, is Better Be Tough. And it's a song that talks about, you know what? People do dumb things, and if you're going to do dumb things, you better figure out how to take it on the chin. Great song. It's the song that I wish, and again, every adult has these conversations with the young people in their lives. Some adults need to have these conversations with the older people in their lives, only in the fact that people just sit back, they do ridiculous things, and then they try and figure out, well, why am I sitting where I'm at right now? And if you're going to do dumb stuff, you better be tough. And then an amazing, I think it should be soon, a classic. We had Irish Road by Michael Buck. And this song is about Route Irish, which is in Baghdad, Airport Road, which is 7.5 mile long road along the green zone in Baghdad. And interesting conversation is, as we're getting through this, Deke, our guest last night, shared the story about how this is a road that he rode every single day of his deployment over in Afghanistan. And just interesting, or I'm sorry, Baghdad. And it's just interesting how we always have these connections. Great show, Miss Kimmer. Thank you. Yeah, the solo show, we got it. Missing you. Get better. We hope you get well, and you take care of you, dear. Again, lots of things going on. We always have things behind in the works. We always are trying to we got things going down in Louisiana with our chapter down in Louisiana. If you have a skill set, time, talent, or treasure, and you don't have a place to put that, and you've been looking for a way to serve, help, and be part of something bigger than you, reach out to the People's Patriot Project. Again, we are about collaboration. We're about transparency. We're about building something bigger than ourselves. We set this up so that no individual is like the boss person. It's always about a conversation. It's about pulling people in. It's about having more in the fact that we're building those relationships, and it's essential. We believe that this is going to save lives. The sad part, the heartbreaking part is we're not going to save all of them. And it is what it is. If you got a skill set that can help with this, we've got need for programmers, designers. We have need for planners. We have need for just people in and out of every facet. We have people that we need to connect on the daily with organizations and other conversations. We need to continue dialogue with other organizations to foster those strong, healthy relationships where, again, to be transparent, we want to share. And to share, we have to continue to have those conversations. It's a constant grind. And again, we love it. We love it. We love the conversations we get to have with the organizations that are out there, the influencers that are out there, the musicians we get to talk to and be part of in their lives. Miss Kim Gwinner, I give her the shout out. She's doing mountains of writings. These are all 3 different books that she's done, put together. Talks about her stuff in regards to military sexual trauma and other areas, spaces, and pieces involved with her enlistment. Again, on our show last night, she shared a piece. And again, she has this amazing voice that with words. We call her the Wiz because she's the wizard of words and wordery, and we just love having her here with us. We've got WeP3 Radio, which is veterans and first responder only musicians. Why? Well, because they've already done their job. They serve their country and their communities, and we think that they just need another level of promotion. And again, veterans and first responders need to hear the message of what our men and women have done. The people of our country need to hear the message of what our brothers and sisters have done. And not all the music is about that. Not all of our music is about PTSD. Not all of our music is about the woes and whims. We got Stephen John, who's got stuff out there that is about just general life, and life is good. We've got Mike Donnell out there, who's just regularly on the grind. We've got, the names go on. We got over 180 musicians that are playing music, and you can hear that all on WeP3 Radio. Already mentioned you know what? That's what I can do. If you haven't seen the show from last night, of course, my little scroller ball's not working the way it was supposed to. Here is the link on our YouTube channel for last night's show. And if you go there, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe. That helps us with our cause, gets the message out, and it helps us to monetize the pieces that we're trying to get done. It's going to be a short one today, folks. Laying out all of our hashtags and getting the piece. If you, again, have a skill set of marketing, branding, promoting, any of that, it's good. And if you're not, here's the deal. Jump on board and learn. Come be with us. We got more hashtags here. I didn't get all of it. So, boom, we'll do it. We'll do more. I really don't have a whole lot more to talk about tonight. I do have guests that I need to bring up coming up this weekend. That's right. Great conversation coming up. We're dealing with an issue of concern across A, our country, and B, our world. And again, this is another piece where I don't personally get to say, hey, don't be offended by this. Hey, don't get angry or upset about this. But we've got a dear brother. His name is Joe Felici, who was on our show as a musician. And he wants to work through a conversation about why we cannot come together. And he is an expert in the fact that he is an advocate for the conversation about what's happening in the Middle East. It's one-sided, and we get that. So it ends up looking a little bit political. It's not political to us. And we want Joel to have that voice. The thing is, we would invite anybody onto our show to have these conversations, and we are full-heartedly wanting to have these conversations. And there's probably some pieces that us dumb folk who aren't involved with it probably don't know all the ins and outs of it. So we're going to pick Mr. Felici's brain a little bit. He's the one that's requested to come on, and we're going to share. And again, we're not sitting here supporting one side or another side. It is just having a conversation. And then we get to have Jack Blaze coming on to share his music with us. We've had Jack's set up on a number of occasions to be part of this, and hasn't worked out, but we got it now, and we're going to be part of it now, and we're going to do it now. And so come check us out this coming Sunday at 1800 Central Standard Time and hear what issues in the world and concern the Middle East, and some amazing music. And again, the banter of our conversations, and hopefully we always get to let's grow. That's what we do. Again, short one today. We don't normally do a half hour, but because we always do more, because we always have so much to say. We always have so much to say when we're together and working together. but I'm going to lock this down. And I'm going to do from year one of the songs, ending on one of our songs. This one was based on a relationship we created. It has our namesake, or part of our namesake, in the title of it, and a lot of stuff went down with it. Now, I'm not going to get tied up in the political parts of this conversation. I just know we had a good brother doing good things, making a difference, and our country found a way to squash his voice a little bit, and we're doing it. So we're going to give it a little bit of justice, and we got Topher, the Patriot.
Someday I would buy valleys with good origins, sails to distant shores, stand up high in the proud, noble bark I see, steady course for the havens, too many foemen, too many foemen, too many foemen.
Tens of thousands on my right, thousands by my side. War between good and evil, watching our fists collide. Battle for our freedom now, to the streets we ride. Flags waving all around, pages full of pride. This is where we make a stand, no more give or take. March around the Capitol, storm the city gates. Putting pressure on their necks until the truth breaks. All walls of corruption, take out all the snakes. Star Spangled Banner, got it playing loud and proud. People from all walks of life filling up the crowd. Defend the Constitution, many warriors survive. Casting down any among us who have bucked and cowed. Enough with tyranny, we come to take our country back. For all citizens, white, red, brown, or black. Return her to a form of glory, fix their bloody crack on the crown. Fetch it down, it's going down.
Someday I would buy valleys with good origins, sails to distant shores, stand up high in the proud, noble bark I steam, steady course for the havens, too many foemen.
My mama told me, yeah, she warned me that this day would come. I'm like my father, go to combat with the blazing guns. I survived that, then I came back to the place I'm from, to face off all these haters and the battle in the place I love. You can't break me down, I'm indivisible. You still see my raps if I was invisible. But I'm standing tall, and I spit the truth, so you all appalled, cause you know it's true. They call it freedom cause the fallen troops pay for this. I love this country, doesn't matter how much hate I get. I take my colors in the battle, ain't no wavering, cause this is for my warriors who marching to the cadences. This is for the sisters working hard on the ship. This is for the brothers getting y'all doctorate. Father, yeah, taking y'all on the ship. Baby, tell me why it's all for the Patriot.
My mother told me someday I would buy valleys with good origins, sails to distant shores, stand up high in the proud, noble bark I steam, steady course for the havens, too many foemen, too many foemen, too many foemen.
Tens of thousands on my right, thousands by my side. War between good and evil, watching our fists collide. Battle for our freedom now, to the streets we ride. Flags waving all around, pages full of pride. This is where we make a stand, no more give or take. March around the Capitol, storm the city gates. Putting pressure on their necks until the truth breaks. All walls of corruption, take out all the snakes. Star Spangled Banner, got it playing loud and proud. People from all walks of life filling up the crowd. Defend the Constitution, many warriors survive.